All right. Good afternoon, everybody. It's 2:00. Let's get this show on the road. What do you think? Yeah. All right. So welcome everybody to the June Division 8 MCR NMRA meeting. There's our lovely new logo. And so I guess this is where I tell you all to be quiet, listen. All right. So today's June the 20th. And we're going to pause here because even though the slide says, we're here to welcome new members and it says none, we do have one. Mr. Norman.
Actually, it's
There you go. With the superintendent, let us introduce you to Henry the Eighth.
Okay.
He's our new member, which you can also use as a gavel.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. He has a biography that
So is
published soon.
So is this something that gets passed down from superintendent to superintendent?
It disappeared many years ago.
It was kidnapped and
Never to be seen from
never to
again?
be seen again.
And
But this is his wayward son.
And it arose from the ashes.
It's his wayward son. He has a 4-page biography that I wrote. There was bourbon involved,
Okay.
and I provided it for Ed for publication.
Everything's better with bourbon
So
involved.
there you go.
All right.
So he's our new member.
So, okay. Photo op, let's go.
Okay, photo up. I'll give her this.
There we go.
Photo up. There we go.
You can see it.
Yeah, hold it up. There we go. There's Henry.
There we go.
Mike, look at that.
Just because we're hobbyists, we don't have to pose.
Okay.
All right.
Hey,
What's the name of it again?
Henry
Henry the Eighth.
the Eighth, not eighth.
Eighth.
Okay, ready?
We're good?
And then,
Motion.
second.
No, you gotta make the motion. What is the motion?
I feel like I'm being railroaded here.
We want, I'd like to make a motion.
Motioning about.
We're motioning to have Henry become our sergeant at arms. It's hard headed, and you smack him upside the head with him. Do you have a second?
Hey, I want to hear the speech he's gonna make.
Do we have a second? Got to call for a vote.
All right, bring this to for a vote.
You're with us and next we are.
Yeah.
Voting to make him sergeant at arms.
We're making Henry the Eighth Sergeant at Arms.
Yeah, you just smack someone upside the head with it.
All right.
Did somebody second that? Oh,
Yeah.
Please, somebody. Please.
All right. All right. So all those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. All right. Okay. So before we get going on, we do have not necessarily a new member, but a missing in action member. We have Steve Blanford. Steve, you want to stand up?
I
And
just re-signed up.
okay.
Unfortunately, I didn't know that I wasn't a continuous payment plan, so they dropped.
They dropped you from there and you
I
decided to
just
turn.
signed back up.
Well, good deal. So
Hey, welcome.
you want to give us like 3 or 4 things about you real quick?
Just moved to Louisville about a year and a half ago from Frankfurt. Got a room now. So I got a man cave that is the basement
Okay.
and, got lots of hobbies. But, I thought I'd get into train, so mainly in and, ON 18, which is in track, but it's O gauge.
Oh my gosh.
So, yeah.
Well, you know what? You're going to be the bleeding edge expert on that. In this group.
Well, I found out
I heard-
about it. I went to a meeting up in West Virginia about a year and a half ago, in like January. It was ridiculous. But they had a bunch of ON 18 stuff,
Wow.
and it was really cool.
And you cornered the market on it, no doubt.
Yeah.
Very good. All right. Well, we're glad you're here, Steve, and welcome. And we hope to see you.
Yeah, next month, bring some of that stuff for.
Yeah.
Well, next month. Yeah. Well, next month's the picnic.
Built yet.
Hey.
I have the kits.
Mike,
So
next month's the picnic.
you have until August.
Well, that's right.
So yes, you have till August to assemble the kids. Yes.
Sergeant Arms should have picked up on it.
Yeah, I know. That's awesome. That's weird. All right. All right. So, any visitors in the house today? Nope, doesn't look like it. Oh, usual long faces. All right.
Online, we have
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
Al Goodman, David Mertz, but I think he's at K9, Eric, Wagner, Mark Hedge.
All right. Well, hey, guys.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
All right. I guess it's time to approve the meeting, or the minutes from the last meeting.
I'll make a motion we approve as written.
Second, that's for sure.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Second, no. Someone. One of those.
That's an interesting orange shirt you have on there, Bruce. All right, time for Mr. Berry and the treasurer's report.
Okay.
During the last month, as we will see in a little bit, we did, any questions? Comments, etc. Okay.
All right,
Motion to approve.
Second. Third.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Any dissent? Oh, all right, thanks, Mike. And then I guess we are back to member welfare.
Yeah. As I mentioned a couple months ago, we had a member that had to make a hospital visit. Thankfully, out and doing much better is here today, Mr. Bob Johnson. So we sent Bob. We sent Bob a get well card with gift card in it. And must have done well. He's here today, so I guess the gift card and the get well card worked.
Got him out of the hospital.
Got him out of the hospital. There you go.
I'm standing up.
There you go. Amen. All right, that's
All right, thanks,
that's
Mike.
it for this month.
All right,
Oh, by the way, like I always say, if you hear of anybody, let us, okay, anybody has an issue of some kind, let us know. Now.
monthly modeling contest with Miss Barbara. That's right. Starts with B, it's not quite Barry,
Yeah,
but
if
Barbara.
Barry's not here, I
That's
get to
very
do the
nice.
honors
There
for
you go.
the monthly contest. And this month's contest was open loads. So, and there were 7 entries. And for honorable, we had 4 honorable mentions for Bob Frankrone, a dirty job. Randy Griggs, container chassis on a spine car. David Mertz, Union Pacific open load, and Eric Wagner, Navy 5-inch MK42 gun mount. So those are the honorable mentions. And for 3rd place goes to Craig Hatter for his Hoover Dam generating station impeller. 2nd place goes to Steve Lasher for Fisherman's Delight. And for 1st place, Bob Kukler, a flat car with Indian harvester tractors. So Bob.
Next month's contest.
What?
Oh, you're gonna get that.
I.
International Harvester.
Yes.
Oh.
Remember,
What?
what do you always say? Look this way, smile.
Look
Move
at
over this way so we can get rid of the no smoking sign.
Oh, here.
No.
Must be one in there.
Shirley's a good.
Hey, Bob.
And for next month, it's maintenance of way equipment. So if you didn't hear that for the applause, maintenance of way equipment for next month. So everybody get your maintenance of way equipment out and ready to enter in the contest.
All right, thank you, Miss Barbara. All right, programs, meeting, and upcoming events. I wonder who that could be. Yeah. Ready?
Ready, let's do it. Okay, so after our break today, yours truly will give you a tour of the Buffalo Engine Facility, and you're going to find out that not only this is a good place to park our trains or in motor power after a run, but it also is a wealth of ops opportunity in there. So I hope you'll enjoy that. In 2 months, our own Mark Norman will give his talk on using AI to enhance your model railroading. So this should be very interesting. When Mark agreed to do this, and he said, Russ, pick subject or 2 of something about your railroad. And it's like, ooh, okay. How many different railroads did New York Central interchange with? And, an hour later he said, well, the program, the AI came up with da 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 da. So I said, okay, fine. So this should be pretty interesting in a couple months. So stay tuned for that. And next month, and I can't believe that we're almost halfway through the year. It's annual picnic time, and this year it's going to be up at the Salem Depot. And July 18th, we'll start rallying about 11:30, and noon we'll have lunch. The caterer that we've used the last couple of times that for the depot is no longer doing that. So a few months ago, Rick, Fred, myself went up to meet the caterer who will be doing it, had lunch, good food. So I think you'll really enjoy what they put out for us. Also, we have two Monon aficionados that will give a talk, a brief talk about the Monon while we're up in Monon territory. Don't forget to afterwards, they have some more memorabilia that wasn't there a couple of years ago. So that's nice. All this good stuff, only $10 a person. So do we know how many have signed up?
I don't know what the current ticket count is.
Okay,
Don't forget the awards there too, the contest.
right. So, after today, then we'll see who has enough points. And there'll be an awards that day, and then we'll start all over again. And oh yes, thank you. After we see everything, wipe our faces and all that kind of good stuff, Al Goodwin has generously opened his house up to us. So anybody who would like to stop in and see what he has, there'll be flyers at the picnic for directions and intel and everything like that. So just keep that in mind if you want to see Al's stuff afterwards.
I'm online, Russ.
Oh, Al's online. He has something to say.
All right, Al.
I just wanted to invite everybody. It's about 10 miles south of Salem, and it's directly across from Big Springs Church, which there's signs on Highway 135 as you come south out of Salem, right directly across the street. It's a gravel driveway. It's a half-mile long driveway back in the woods, and there's plenty of parking, and it's an HO scale layout, 24 by 22 feet, and all freelance, but everybody's welcome.
So thanks, Al. And you're heading in the right direction south. And what, can we stop in the church, get that out of the way?
Very good.
I can arrange to get the church opened if anybody'd like to do that, but sure.
No. Thank you.
Yes, so come on by.
Okay, we'll do that. Darcy, I'll put it back to you.
Thank you.
All right.
And with that, I think we've pretty much gotten through everything. So calling for a motion to adjourn? No. How does
Next slide.
back to basics?
Back to basics.
Okay.
Back to basics.
Okay.
And the nice thing is, because we will have finished all the agenda items, there's no motion, there's no second, there's no voting. We just done.
Gotcha.
All right, thanks.
Mhm.
I did caution Darcy about where to stand when I do this, because last month I had to do some creative video editing because he was standing over there right in front of the camera and no. All right, so this back to basics is a little different than what we've done before. It's a little more interactive. And it's not so much about modeling as it is about the NMRA itself, some of the organizational structure. So I think everybody in here knows there's NMRA national, then there are regions, and then there are divisions. So here's the question. And nobody on the Division 8 board can answer this. Barbara may not answer us. Bob Dawson may not answer this because they've heard me talk about it over the last 3, 4, 5 years. So how many regions are there in the NMRA? Anybody? How many divisions are there in the NMRA? See, there's actually two answers here. You could say active or total number, because there are a couple of inactive ones. Interesting. All right. So the governing document that we use on a day-to-day basis to run the organization is called the CPPM, Corporate Policies and Procedures Manual. There's also a Program Policies and Procedures Manual, which is called the PPPM. So when you guys ask me a question, it's like, let me see what the CPPM means. That means I'm going into basically what we would call our bylaws. Okay, they're not exactly, but it's pretty much, it's the organizational handbook of how we do things. It tells us how we run the organization. It tells us how the organization is set up and so forth. This one is last updated May of 2025. Now, if you go online, you'll find the older one for reference, but this is out there also. So just if you look and say, Fred said it was May of 2025, this one says like 2019. That's because you found the old one. Go look for the new one. It's out there. There's the org chart of the organization. Probably no one in here has looked at it except that I've forced it down the throats of our local board just because I've been talking about it. Yeah, how about that? What do you see up at the top? Board of directors. How many directors are there at the national level? Interesting.
Still one for every region?
No, there are 9 directors. Okay, there are 9 directors. Now it gets even snarkier here in a minute. There are 3 in the US, Central, East, and West. Okay, the West guy is pretty much west of the Mississippi. The other 2 divide the rest of the country, plus Minnesota and Iowa, into Central and East. It is divided not by region, not by state, not by region, but by state. And it's based on population. So the population is about even in thirds, because there aren't as many people in the Western US. That's why there's 2 of them divide kind of the Eastern US. So does anybody know the names of any of those directors? Bruce knows one of them. Anybody else?
Well,
That's all right. Central director's right here. That's right. That's right. So this is how they're actually divided out. A little map there, okay? Kind of show you Western District, and you can kind of see Hawaii down here too. Kind of got your binoculars on, you can kind of see it. But Western District is most of that, and then you can see Central includes Minnesota, Iowa, and then the Eastern guy is out there. And kind of sort of. We're talking about dividing it up differently. There are also 3 international directors. Australasia, Australia, New Zealand, and all that Asian stuff, okay? So everything out there in Japan, Korea, and so forth. Canada is pretty easy. Canada, and then, yeah, it's not the Canadian, it's the Canada district, okay? And then the Atlantic district. The Atlantic district is interesting, okay? The Atlantic district is not just the UK and Europe, it's Africa and most of South America as well. Okay, and well, yeah, kind of, sort of. Then we have 2 at-large directors, and doesn't mean that they're bigger, but their territory that they are elected from is bigger. So at-large North America, so that's everybody, basically the US, Canada, you could say Mexico and so forth. We have 1 member in Mexico. Okay, and then at large worldwide is everybody in the NMRA votes for that one. Got it? Oh, and 1 more. The RAC, R-A-C, the Region Advisory Council. You don't vote for the RAC director. All these others you vote for. You don't vote for the RAC director. The RAC director is elected by the region presidents. So they nominate and elect within. And this person is primarily a conduit between the directors and the executive, which would be the president, vice president, secretary, treasurer, and the region presidents. Okay, so he's that, or she is that conduit. Previously, well, until today is his last meeting, starting at about 3 o'clock today. Bob Weinheimer's terming out. at the beginning of the national convention, and his replacement, Jeff Herman, has actually been on board since January and really helping out Bob with a lot of the meetings. And Jeff's pretty much running the meeting today. Okay? So kind of interesting to know. Those are the districts or the areas that vote for the different directors. So you can see Canada, even though it says Canadian on this map, which is wrong, and then the three US, West, Central, East, Atlantic District, I told you what that was, and then the Pacific District is out there. What's that big gray area? Yeah, Russia and China. Yeah, they elected not to, I guess so. And there's some other little bits and pieces here as well. So it's kind of interesting to know how all that works, right?
Weird though, the China that.
Oh, is that Craig?
Isn't that ironic? They make all our models. in China?
I know. All right, are you ready? But wait, there's more. There are 17 regions. There used to be 18 regions, but the Europeans decided they would let the Brits do all of their administrative work at the region level. So there's only 17 now. Okay. So in the US, those are the ones, and you can read what they are there. And who are we? Mid-Central, absolutely. Those are the US/Canada. Wait a minute, US/Canada? Yes. The Northeast, Northern Niagara Frontier, Pacific Northwest, and the Thunder Lakes region are US and Canadian, both.
How's that work with the directors?
How's it work with the directors?
Yeah.
The directors are nominated by, elected by people in those states or within that area. So if we go back a slide or two, back to, going the wrong way. Back to here.
Yeah.
The Canadians elect the Canada director. So if someone lives in the Thunder Lakes region, but they're a Canadian, they don't vote for the Central District director, they vote for the Canada director.
I guess that makes sense to somebody.
You know what? This was designed a long time ago, and Mike, it took me almost 2 years to figure this out. Okay. I'm not sure I still understand it completely. Okay, so US, Canada, and oh my goodness. Oh, but wait, and then we have the international, which is Australia and called Britain, but it includes all of Europe as well. Whew, my goodness. Man, well, they know. All right, moving right along. There's another look at how it's divided out there. How many officers? 4 officers. What you would expect: president, vice president, secretary, treasurer. The president, vice president are elected. The secretary and treasurer are appointed. What's the term limit on a director? 2 3-year terms. What's the term limit on the vice president? Same. What's the term limit on the president of the NMRA?
I think there is.
There isn't one. Gordy, president for life, right?
No, I don't think anybody wants it.
No, Mrs. Gordy's already said, ain't happening, buddy. And I've been told that this is my last term as anything on the national board coming up. All right, so to look down on the bottom here, the people who really do the work in all this organization, the ones who really get the stuff done, are down here at the bottom. 10 plus departments. There are more than that, but that's just a quick look. So at the bottom, you can see 10, but I listed out all these are all departments within the national organization. And there are volunteers working at every single one of those. That's a lot of stuff being done at that level. Okay. Some of the directors are in some of those committees. None of the directors really lead any of those. For example, I'm part of the education committee. Okay. That online learning that you're all invited to do, I helped with that. And that was a part of what I did. So, and honors and so on and so forth. Some of the directors are involved in some of those, and policy committee is pretty much directors, but it doesn't have to be, and so forth. Anybody know what Pioneer Awards is over here on the right? Pioneer Awards?
Innovators.
That's exactly what it is. Yes. But early innovators. Yes. Okay. So people like Bill Walters, Tony Custer, absolutely. Yeah, okay. So an innovator today, maybe, maybe not. You know, we want them to hang around a while and see what all they're gonna do and so forth. But yeah, that's pretty much what it is, innovators in the hobby. So forth. Okay, any questions about that? I know. Biggest, no. Committee with the largest number of volunteers, the last one up there, standards and conformance. Andy Zimmerman runs that, and they have, I don't know how many people, but they have many people working in that at different levels of it. And you can imagine all the different things from DCC, LCC, brake cars, track work, electrical, and so on and so on and so forth. And yeah, they're a busy group. 178 divisions. Now, if you go on the website and you count tick, 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 you're going to come up with a bigger number. But look to the right and it's going to say inactive on some of them. So at last count, 178 divisions divided around the world. Oh my goodness. All right. That's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. I think it's interesting to me. I think it's useful for you to kind of understand, wow, there's a lot of stuff going on out there. How many paid employees does the NMRA have today? Paid employees. Okay, how many say one? How many say two? How many say three? How many say four? How many say five? Okay, so the correct answer is 4. So occasionally we have a contractor working for us, okay? But right now there are 4 paid employees, 2 full-time salary, 2 full-time hourly. And they are all located in Soddy Daisy, where NMRA headquarters is. Soddy Daisy, I've been there. You know what?
Nice place.
You know what? It's a building in an industrial park. Okay, that's exactly what it is. It ain't nothing fancy. It truly is not. It's about 20-25 minutes from downtown Chattanooga. All right. So that's what I wanted to share with you, just so you kind of have an idea and go, well, there's a lot of moving parts there. There certainly are lots of them. All right. And that wraps up everything I have on that. And now, sir, we are officially adjourned.
Because we've gone through the agenda.
We have.
Yeah.
So
We're doing 10 minutes.
we're doing a 10-minute break today.
Break because Mr. Kugler wanted to exercise his gifting of hospitality and has provided some snacks for people.
So it's Bob's fault that we're taking a 10-minute break and having snacks. Hey, I take responsibility for that. All right, 10 minutes.
Ground rules though.
Oh, ground rules.
Nothing food-wise leaves this room.
And thank you, Bob.